carrot box prepped. Been putting this job off because it's so laborious. I didn't show you the coring out. There's no point. I've done a video of that before. I'll stick a card up for you if you want to have a look at that. Basically just cored it out with a piece of drain pipe. Filled the holes with sieved compost. And I'm just going to say 3 seeds per station. And these are sweet candle. Same as I grow every year. It's quite a simple process. Just dip a hole with your finger. I have moistened this compost. And now my finger's wet, I should be able to pick up 3 seeds and just drop them in. It's amazing how you get 3 seeds every time. Mind you, I haven't dipped a hole in that one. For that time. Dib. I should have really reconditioned this box because it's really dry. So when I was coring it out, it was caving in. But I'm not wasting water because we haven't had rain, so we'll see how we get on. And then simply a bit more sieved compost over the carrots. Then we just literally give them another very light drink. And I'll pop a polycarb cover on just to keep a little bit of the moisture in. And keep an eye on them. We're not getting any rain. We haven't had any for about 3 weeks. I'm using the tap, which I don't like doing. Not only because it's not great for the plants, but it costs me a fortune. So, that's the laborious job of the year. Well, apart from the carrot and parsnip box that you've already seen me do. These have gone in probably about 4 weeks later than normal. Because I've just been a bit lazy really and couldn't be bothered. But there we go. That's done now. So, said I weren't going to plant any seed potatoes this year. In fact, no I didn't. I said I weren't going to buy any seed potatoes this year. But I've managed to acquire some for free. So, I'm going to plant some. I do know the variety. I'll reveal that at the end of the year. These are a red main crop. A little bit late. But I'm going to put these in anyway, so they're not costing me nothing. I'm going to use some old compost, a bit of farmyard manure and a little bit of new compost. I'm not going to waste any really money on these at all, but I have got about 10 30 litre buckets, so let's get some of these in the ground, or in buckets. Right, 30 litre bucket. Get these from Oakland Gardens. They're pretty good, robust. Last few years. So I've got here, I've got 4 tubs of crap compost, which is just some of the topsoil that I've bought, crap compost out of baskets and all kinds of stuff from last year. Got fresh compost, 6x, and some farmyard manure. I'm just going to make a mash up and throw it in. I've also got some sand that I've took out the carrot box. So I'm just going to chuck a load of stuff in and see how to get on really. Ain't costing me nothing. So, the crap dry compost, I'm going to chuck that in first. I mean, there's probably nothing wrong with it. At the end of the day, potatoes are pretty forgiving. Bearing in mind these are 30 litre buckets, I don't want to waste a lot of money planting these up using a lot of medium that's cost me a lot of money. So this is really a free resource. I mean, it's not bad stuff. It's got a bit of grit in it. It's got some weeds in it. This is a bit of new compost. I'm going to go in here with some sand. Give it a little mix. And I'm going to fill this nearly halfway. I'm going to put a bit of 6X in because I love it, and some farmyard manure. So it's nice and rich. You probably can't see. So there's plenty of goodness in here for them. There's no reason why they shouldn't work. There we go. Couple of spuds. The said spuds. They look alright, they're firm, should grow. One each side by the handles, and then top it up again with a bit more crap. Bit more of the good stuff. Bit of 6X. Bit more manure. And then we'll put the other two potatoes opposite side to the other ones. Just bury them in. And then top her up. And that's cost me not a lot at all, to be honest. A couple of handfuls of fresh compost, bit of 6X, couple of handfuls of manure, so we should get some spuds, hopefully. I'll leave that shy at the top. There's one done, I'll do a couple more. So we pinched out the dahlias last week, or was it the week before, I can't remember. I'll just show the progress. I can't remember if I videoed it, to be honest. Let me spin you around. So these is one of the dahlias I pinched, and if you can see, if I'll get you in, if it'll focus, you can see it's already starting to shoot either side of where it's been pinched, and this one as well. Can you see that? So it'll get shoots either side, and that'll give you a bushier plant. So don't be scared to pinch your dahlias. These are the Nicotianas that I potted on last week, and look at the size of those already. They're all doing really well. They're all they're ready to go up, really. Come on, really big. Sweet corn really slow. Beans are doing okay though, and the cucumbers. And we've got LED's Zephyr squash here that I potted up yesterday. A few tomatoes coming on. They were sulky, but they're looking all right now. One Rebecca's given up there, but I'm quite happy because I've got plenty. So yeah, things are looking okay. Obviously I've just put some straw around the strawberries. Basically that will just keep the strawberries off the soil. Might help to hold in a little bit of moisture. We'll see. The planters all looking okay. When that bush is out, it should look lovely. I've got a few carrots coming up that we sowed, what, a couple of weeks ago. You can see down there, some carrots coming through. And there's a few parsnips popping up now. 3 or 4. They're a bit slow, but I did leave the chits too long on these, so whether they work or not, I don't know. And I think I've got a tomato there. How that's got there? Who knows? Nothing coming up in the SSPC 2025 yet. I think we can see a little bit of a compost push there, so something might be starting. Peppers are starting to get some flowers on now. I'll show you this. You can see there, some flowers on the peppers. So these are going to need to go into their final pots pretty soon. Yeah, we've got roots there, so that's going to need to be done soon. Some chocolate cosmos. Another dahlia there. I've pinched that one. Pinched that one last week, or was it this week? I don't know. But yeah, dahlias looking okay. So the carrot box, you saw that earlier, that's all done now, seeded. I've only put 12 in this year, as really I need to empty the box, recondition it. It's far too dry to core really, because we had no rain, but I did not want to waste 100 litres of water soaking that, so it is what it is this year. And we've got a bucket of the main crops there, and a bucket of the main crops there. Morning Cochions in here, again potted on last week, it's coming up lovely. Broccolis have recovered and obviously put on quite a bit of growth since last week, potting them up. I really wanted to get these out, but they're still a little bit small. Onions probably going to go out next week. And we've got some more broccoli in there, and the Brussels sprouts seem to be doing lovely. So let's see what else we can do, guys. So guys, what I'm going to do, I'm going to pot up some of these dwarf French beans. These are a new variety on me. They're called the Prince. Nice healthy looking plants and pretty good roots, if you can see that. These should grow, I believe, up to about 18 inches tall, so they're not very big, perfect for a pot. Got a pot here. This, I believe, is probably about 12 litres. I'm probably going to stick 4 plants in here, to be fair, and just see how they get on. I've never grown them before. What I'm going to do is I'm going to rim this pot with copper tape. I'm not convinced it works, but last year my dwarf beans got absolutely annihilated by slugs, so I'm going to rim this with some copper tape, probably a couple of strips. Just hope it deters them a little bit. So I'm just going to whack some of this round here. So I'm not convinced it works, but if it helps, it helps. There we go. I'll just chuck another rim on as well. A little bit of double protection perhaps. I've got other French beans, I've got Safari as well, but they're a little bit smaller at the minute. So they'll be going in at a later date. I don't like using this stuff, it's horrible stuff. But I had some left over, so why not utilise it? It might work, it might not. It's not pretty, but hopefully it'll help. Right. So there's my pot. I've got some repurposed compost in here from last year's baskets and that. I've got some fresh compost, some farmyard manure and some chicken pellets. So let's get them in. Mixed sort of germination, but some is better than none. You can see they're pretty decent. I'm just going to chuck them in. So I'll probably stick 4 in. It might be too many, but I've never grown these before. I've got 2 in this one. This should split okay. And I'm going to leave these in here for a little while because it still is a little bit chilly at night. And I don't want the slugs to get to them till they get perhaps a little bit bigger. At least they'll be able to stand up a little bit better to the attack, which is imminent. So there we go, one tub of French beans. Let's hope for a nice big harvest. Guys, it's now 9:10 in the evening. I've just finished editing the video, and I thought it was about 8 minutes long. It's not, it's about 18 minutes long. So what I do, I'm going to do a quick sign off, to be honest, so it's not an epic. So everything's done. I've covered the carrot box and all that kind of stuff. The whole garden is now closed up. It's had water, and I'm just basically going to have a bit of dinner now. But yeah, I thought the video was 6-7 minutes long, something like that. It's not. It's going to turn into an epic. So I'm going to do a sign off, and I'll probably start tomorrow's video tomorrow for next week. So anyway, guys, enjoy the evening. Thanks for liking, subscribing, commenting, all that kind of stuff. Keep it going, and look at some of the channels that are linking to my videos. And if you want to see a little bit more of what's going on in the concrete garden, please just hit the like button, subscribe, it's free, and you'll see all kinds of stuff that's going on this year, because it's going to be an epic one, I think. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow, but next week, in next week's video.
Ba-ba-da-ba.